The Shadow Man comes when night eats day, and you might cry and you might pray, but the Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He don't like shine, and he don't like sun. He'll come out the walls when the daylight's done. Snuff out Muddy Grow Alley's lights, then you best run, for the last night of the Shadow Man has begun. Sounds to me like you're fixin' to go see him. I wouldn't thank me just yet. You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
That may be true, but there is another truth. That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets' war to end. I care about being feared. Before this war, I was the most terrifying thing in the world of random. Children would be afraid to whisper my name in case I came for them. And often, I did. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulder.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
That poor woman, completely mad.
Have you seen Nishka?
You'll never take me alive, you...
Fascinating, fascinating. Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a... Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings? Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war?
The king!
Bold, very bold. That's all I need. Thank you for your time.
I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want? Oh, with the children, the three children, well, something happened. There were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look, and he was supposed to be sleeping, but... I'm sorry, it was such a shame. I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, find what? Oh, if only I could remember. That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her. That's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Maddie Dix. Esquire.
Seeing the ease at which Dicey affected the world, Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, Even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
It's the Count! Ladies and gentlemen, the Count has won the role!
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Hi there, I'm Tea-Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. The Nanny Fortuna, of course. When you're this good, it'd be a crime not to share your skills with the world. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Fair enough. Skepticism is healthy. Here, I'll prove it to you. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the Colossuses moves. Everyone noticed. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it, and that leaves the area behind safer to traverse. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No, only I see it. By the order of Nane Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them, although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you.
As the finger for the the ball boyra the top the real der dulnige of the ball the your boy as finger the
Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Hey, kid. You want to hear a story? There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought. Right after the king died, it was savage. The triplets, I didn't hold anything back. It was as fierce and as destructive as the dice maker's own fury. And when it was over, well, that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still fighting those same battles every day. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him somewhere in the Duke's territory, or running away from the machines. I'm sure he's alive, though. I see him in my dreams, though he doesn't see me. Stay safe, Hut.
Deals here? Get your deals here.
Looking to get an invincibility potion, are you? Well, you've come to the wrong place.
Deals here? Get your deals here. War is good for business. Everybody needs something in a war. That means you can jack up your prices like crazy. Oh, why? I mean, jack up the deals on your prices like crazy. Everything must go, kid. I can tell you this much, kid. You'll change your mind. Everyone comes to trade with me eventually. That's the beauty of war. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone. You're darned right, eh?
Oh, hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh? So, let's trade, shall we?
Someone has entered your ruined castle, Your Grace.
I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy-pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this Count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
the Count. I love that guy. You don't. He's great. There's definitely no downsides to the man. Everything he does is so grounded and normal. It's super normal to go. Now that's something I'll absolutely deny. I definitely love the Count. I deny it. Okay, I gotta go. If we talk too long, someone might think we're conspiring against him, which again, it's... You can't wait until the queen rolls her dice and it's our time to fight and maybe die for him again. It's so great and normal.
You're here to kill me, aren't you? Help me to die? Bah! War! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl? I don't know. Assassin school? Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle. Every day. In my mind. You're being rude. Oh, you're being rude so that I'll think no assassin would draw attention to themselves with such rudeness and then kill me. Kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth. End it? How can you end it when the Colossus has already moved more than once today? This war is only heating up. What do I... Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on top of that, Count Shmoo has been kidnapped. Nishka, the only one I could trust besides my father. She disappeared when he was killed. She was the whole family's bodyguard. She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us. Of course! Obviously I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken Colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me? Well, good. The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of it. Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended, and myself... So that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you... Well, I don't know what I've got like that. Oh, but I do have a finger taken from the scene of the crime of my father's murder. 'Tis yours if you recover Shmoo for me. Deal?
The Count was an odd duck. And a paranoid duck, too, come to think of it. But Even was now one step closer to triggering Nishka's memories. And possibly, just possibly, ending this war in Threedom.
Oh, Shmoo! You're back! You lovable little scamp! I should scold you. You had me by the card makers! Count Shmoo the Third! You've done good here today, noble child. You've returned my Shmoo to me, which is just about the exact opposite of assassinating. And now let me give you this finger. It's yours. I hope that, with it, you can uncover the truth of my father's murder. Okay, fare thee well. Thanks for not killing me. And watch out for assassins!
Even had returned Shmoo to the Count. And in return, gotten a very sinister black finger in exchange. It seemed to be made out of living shadow,